Hey guys, Sean here, and I've missed the last couple days of videos, but I got one for you today. It is 2 in the morning, and I am doing this commentary, and I feel really stupid that I'm sitting here at 2 in the morning doing this commentary, but I'm doing it because I want to get a video out tomorrow, and I had a topic just hit me, kind of like I got blindsided by this one, but hey, it happens. So, I'm going to probably talk about, I've probably talked about this before, and I'm probably going to talk about it like 100 times in the future until the day I hang my hat up and I walk away. Which I'm trying to revive my channel because I don't want to say I screwed up because the past couple, since Black Ops 2 coming out, me being in the hospital, that wasn't my fault. However, I did probably screw up last year, just not posting a lot. This is from League Play, by the way, CTF. But, you know, I probably did screw that up. That was probably my fault. I think what happened was they changed the homepage from the old layout where it would be like your most recent video and 4 prior videos to like just 1 video, and then now it's the weird recommended thing and you have to like click to your subscription, and it's all jumbled up, and I got really discouraged because they had changed that basically right at the start of Modern Warfare 3, and my views had been like near 1,000 per leading up to that change, and then they switched it over and my views dropped like 200 per, and it upset me, and I didn't really like Modern Warfare 3 that much. So all that kind of compiled itself into I'm done. I'm not posting anything unless I really feel like it, you know, because there are days when you're doing this where, although overall I really like this and I love doing it, there are days where it's frustrating and you don't want to do it. But you keep doing it because you know that maybe in a month from now, you're going to be happy to be doing it again. And you don't want to like lose your following because you just take a break. So you got to push through the rough moment and make it happen. So, you know, I've pushed through and I've made it happen in the past. And last year wasn't a good year. And then I was really pumped for Black Ops 2. I was going to post all the time, and then, you know, I ended up in the hospital with that infection and all that fun stuff. So I've been slacking, and my channel has suffered because of it. Part of it I also think is the homepage. It was definitely helpful to have my most recent plus my previous 4 videos always on your homepage, because if you missed one, you can see it, and now they don't do that. So, you know, maybe you weren't enticed by the title of the new one, but you're enticed by the 3rd one. But, you know, if I annotated it on the new one and you didn't click the new one because you didn't want to watch that one, well, you didn't even see the other one existed. And now I'm just buried at the bottom of the sea because, you know, my video is never going to be in the recommended section, or it's never going to be liked by someone you're subscribed to. So I feel I get screwed by that a bit, and it sucks, but it is what it is. My favorite saying. So the point of this whole thing was SmallBeans posted a video a couple days ago now saying that he's done, and, you know, like, thank you everyone, but I'm done with YouTube and I'm hitting the road. And, you know, there's been people, like, you know, you may not know this, but I've been here since kind of the dawn of the times of the YouTubes. Now, at the time, I was probably 12. I think I was 12-ish, about 12. I know I started posting when I was 12, but when I started watching, I could have been 11, but I think I was 12. And there was no Respawn. Respawn wasn't a thing back then. People weren't signed with Machinima. That just didn't happen. There were just people posting videos, and you watched them, and it was... YouTube was so different back then, it's actually hard to explain. And, like, for those of you who haven't been around for a long time, Respawn used to be a place where, like, Wings and Hutch and CNanners and all these people posted videos to Respawn. And there was, like, this community feeling that it's kind of been lost. You know, there's so many people posting, and, you know, all the bigger people are not posting on Respawn anymore. Respawn used to be, like, this select, like, 20 group of guys, and it just kind of, it all changed, and a lot had to do with when they started partnering individual channels. That was a lot of it, because people could make more money off their own page than they could on Respawn. So, you know, Respawn, although got them where they were, because it exposed them to so many other people, also wasn't necessarily the best business opportunity at the time, so they shifted away from doing that. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, blame the guys who would do it. I miss those days. Like, I enjoyed that. Like, Wings watched one of my videos way back when, like my second video I ever posted, and he said it was awful. And I took a bit of offense to it, because, you know, I wasn't looking for him to say it was the best and shout me out, but I was, you know, I wanted to get some advice or something, you know. But me and Wings had talked later on, probably a year and a half or so later, and you know, she said the video like that I sent him that time was good, but you know, try doing this and this, and you know, Wings is a good guy. He may say the wrong things or tweet the wrong things, but sometimes, but he means well, even if sometimes he comes off as a dickhead. He means well. So, you know, in the video, SmallBeans was like, back when I bought my Dazzle, and you guys probably don't even know what a Dazzle is. For those of you who know what a Dazzle is, it's like the original capture card everyone used. It's this standard definition piece of shit. It absolutely sucks. It's the worst thing in the world. I owned one back in the Dazzle days. Then everyone moved on to the HD PVR, and so forth. As the years have gone on, things have changed. But, you know, I hate when guys go, I miss, you know, when Respawn started, that was cool. I miss before Respawn. I miss during what I would call, like, the Respawn era of this. Our eras tend to last, like, 8 months at a time, but they're not really long, but I miss that. I miss all the old things about YouTube, all the old ways things worked. But, you know, one of the things that always, even if that, you know, bugs me a bit, one of the things that I hate to see people who I either watched first or who I didn't watch first necessarily, I'd already started, but I found them along the way. Like, there's this group of people that I have in my head who are maybe not like the original 6 here, but they're back from that time. They're back from, I think I started posting actually before Wings, technically, you know, but they're before our time, and they're way back when, and I just miss these. I miss these guys. I miss the way they used to run their channels. I miss the things they used to do, and I hate to see when they go, because SmallBeans, like the glint montages, they're pretty big in the history of this whole thing. For those of you who aren't aware, they are it. You know, the Grizz's montages and glint are those are it. Those are the grand the grand prizes here. And you know, I sometimes when I think back, I'm like, you know, you started so early. Why didn't you grow like everyone else did? And I think what my major issue is that I was 12 and like 13, back when there was like a time where you could actually probably really hit it big and you could actually explode. I was 12 and 13. The idea of like collaborating and promotion was foreign to me, and I mean, it was foreign to everyone else too. Like, people were collaborating and promoting each other, I guess, but it wasn't this thing where everyone had a Twitter and, you know, a Facebook, and everyone had all these pages and all these things going on. It's just their YouTube, and they did a dual-com or something, maybe. And channels weren't that big back then, so even that didn't really do much for each other. They became friends, and then later down the line, friends shouted out friends when they became bigger, and that's how the empire was built. But, you know, I wish that I had been older at the time. I feel like I'm not bad at this, and I just missed the boat due to my age. You know, I was 12, and then I was 13, and, you know, as much as I understood what was going on behind the scenes, and I knew all this stuff, and I talked to people and all this, the idea of just promoting, and, you know, I missed it. I don't know. And if anyone remembers G-Unit faking the nuke, like, that's just like this. If you open the history book of Call of Duty videos on YouTube, G-Unit faking the nuke is on the list, and it's this moment that got everyone angry and happy and laughing, and now I kind of look back and I'm like, nobody even remembers that. Money has clouded the focus here, and there goes the fun. And man, like, even seeing G-Unit go, like, he just kind of disappeared off into the sunset. after all that. You know, he was a part of all that made me start and all that kept me interested, and I wish I could say he was still around. I guess I enjoyed, and I screwed this up because I kept hitting the controller and I made it go all fucking psycho, but enjoy. So yeah, and you know, now that a lot of guys are leaving Machinima because they couldn't come to terms on a contract, it's weird, you know. Machinima was like at one point everyone wanted to be with Machinima. Like, my goal I set out was not because I wanted to be able to say I was with Machinima. I didn't give a shit if they paid me. They could have kept the money and, you know, spent it on donuts for all I care. But I wanted to be able to say I was with Machinima, and, you know, there were a lot of people who, you know, they wanted the money, but being with Machinima was the goal. And now things have shifted. People are leaving, going here, going there. Machinima is a much different company than when things started out. And I get nostalgic for this shit, kind of like my COD 4 nostalgia that comes back every 5 seconds. Anyways, I like old YouTube. I miss that, and I wish I could be 15, have the knowledge I have now, and go back to the beginning of this and see what I could do, you know, with what I know, you know, with the foresight into the future. I can't. I'm stuck here, but I can think back to all the fun and stuff that we had, and yeah. So, SmallBeans, I will miss you, sir. Glint 4 is still coming out though, as the final SmallBeans montage. So please, when that comes out, I will definitely spam you guys with it. But I can't wait to see that, and he will be missed. And I wish we could go back to the beginning of all this and start again. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you probably tomorrow, but who knows? Doesn't matter, right? Bye.